think the ball is in President Biden's court to calm the Democrats and show them a path forward. I think that's where he's failing.
That's State Representative Shawn Ford, who I chatted with yesterday. He is a delegate for President Joe Biden, heading to the Democratic National Convention in Chicago this August. All indication is we at the Center Square will be on the ground reporting what happens at the convention in Chicago. We'll also be on the ground next week at the Republican National Convention. So like, subscribe, hit that notification bell with Illinois in Focus Daily, only on America's Talking Network. All right. Let's get to this. So obviously a lot of questions about the physical fitness and mental fitness of President Joe Biden heading into the November election. And there's been all kinds of different speculation about who could possibly, step up and fill in the tickets if it's not Kamala Harris and such. And all of this after the debate performance from a Thursday ago. And a lot of review of that was it was a bad night, even the president saying such. You've got the Republican presumptive nominee, Donald Trump, the former Republican president, who is capitalizing on this in a way, holding a limited media availability, but he does have a rally coming up, and it's one of the first big events that Trump's held since really the media has been focused on Biden's health. And even yesterday, a pretty contentious White House press briefing with the White House press secretary having to field questions about the possibility of the president being reviewed for Parkinson's, which the White House says he's had 3 neurological exams, 1 each year since he's been in office. But with all of the questions, there's been Democrats coming out saying that Biden should step aside. I went to a delegate, a Democrat from Chicago, State Representative Shawn Ford, chatted with him yesterday, and his message was that the Democratic Party needs to be united.
Going in, I want more than anything for the Democrats to win. The goal should be for Democrats to be united for victory in November. We need to win the White House. We need to win the House and the Senate. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm working hard for. And the only way we're going to do that is be united as Democrats. And if we feel that there are reasons that may cause problems for us to win in November, we should fight behind the scenes and not in public to show that we're not united.
So again, Shawn Ford really giving his perspective as a Democrat who sees all of this playing out. And what he's seeing is other Democrats, including Illinois' Mike Quigley, a U.S. congressman from Lakeview. He went on MSNBC on Friday and had this to say.
I say, Mr. President, your legacy is set. We owe you the greatest debt of gratitude. The only thing that you can do now to cement that for all time and prevent utter catastrophe is to step down and let someone else do this. Because I think day one, we're back in a dogfight. All of a sudden, all the things we're talking about with President Biden, we've got a lot more we can talk about with Trump.
So clearly the message there being that the continued focus on Biden's mental health and whether or not he's going to stay in the race is taking away attention from the Democrats being able to have media attack former President Trump. But Ford yesterday reacting to Quigley's comments and this, as he called it, a chorus of Democrats.
Well, I would say, my thought is I think that with Mike Quigley joining a chorus of Democrats calling for Biden to step down, I think it weakens Democrats. It would be great if all of our displeasures with the president would be conveyed to him, and we deal with it that way. But I think ultimately the responsibility lies with the president. It's his job to unify the party, and he's failing not only to unify the party, but to rebound from the horrible debate. And so I think the ball is in President Biden's court to calm the Democrats and show them a path forward. I think that's where he's failing at. I'm going to stick with the Democrats on this, the United Democrats behind Biden and Harris.
But I also asked Ford about what his constituents are saying. He's in a unique spot. He's not just a delegate for a political party, but he's also a elected state representative. So he's got constituents he's regularly talking with in both the public and political space. And I asked him what his constituents are saying about this whole situation and how the president's fitness has become crucial to the ongoing political conversations.
I mean, everyone has the same concern about Biden's fitness. Everyone. I don't think Democrats, Republicans, Independents, everyone is concerned about his fitness. And my concern is that we're not united to win, because regardless to who the nominee is, our goal should be to win in November. And so I keep reminding people that the Biden-Harris ticket is our best shot to beat Trump if we're going to beat him.
So again, State Representative Shawn Ford sharing his thoughts about this entire situation. Yesterday, you had President Joe Biden on MSNBC's Morning Joe calling in, talking about how he's, again, staying in the race. This also follows a letter that the president sent to Democrats, essentially saying that he's staying in the race, that it would be antithetical to democracy if they discarded the popular vote in the Democratic primary. He says he has over 80% of the delegates. He's not giving them up. He also went on to talk about how all of this distraction takes away from targeting Trump politically. But here's the president on Morning Joe yesterday.
Remember all this talk about how I don't have the black support? Come on, give me a break. Come with me. Watch. I'm getting so frustrated by the elites. Now, I'm not talking about you guys, but about the elites in the party who they know so much more. But if any of these guys don't think I should run against me, go ahead, announce the president. Challenge me at the convention.
And that would essentially mean a contested convention, something that Ford said would be troubling for the Democrats heading into November.
I'm a pledged delegate for Biden. Yes. And there's no reason for me to withdraw, because if all else fails, we still could have Kamala Harris be the nominee. So, and I think that even with a Harris nomination, we're still going to need people to unite behind Harris in its full spectrum. Even if we saw a governor of a state decide that they want to run, well, that's just one governor. Who says that governor is going to get the other governors to support them when some of the opposing governors may have ambition too? We know there's a few governors right now that would like to be president. So let's say we move President Biden out the way and they push Vice President Harris out the way. We're going to be divided as a party there, because now you have black people that may be unhappy with the fact that you pushed a Kamala Harris out the way for possibly a white man. Then, so we have a better shot at uniting behind a Biden-Harris ticket, because no one else is going to make it a sure thing. Let's just use J.B. Pritzker. If J.B. Pritzker decides to run, will that mean that the California governor doesn't want to run? Would that mean that other governors wouldn't want to run? I think that we still will have that problem. Our greatest chance right now is to unite and not be divided over the current situation that we have.
Again, that's Chicago State Representative Shawn Ford. Chatted with him yesterday. I imagine we'll have more conversations with him about a variety of other things as well, especially heading into the August convention with the Democratic National Committee. They'll be in Chicago. All indication is we at the Center Square will be on the ground, credentialed to cover that for you. Meaning here with Illinois in Focus Daily, we will be bringing you those daily recaps of the day before. So like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Join us each and every weekday morning here with Illinois in Focus Daily and America's Talking Network.